Obviously, we're not mowing today, but we have something really special for you guys. Let's go ahead and hop into it. Good morning, everyone. How are you doing on this beautiful Wednesday morning? So we're back in town from Minnesota. Had a ton of fun up there with a bunch of friends.
We did.
And our last video that you guys saw Monday night, we had really just found out at that point that we are now the owners of a new facility that we're currently standing at, and we're going to show you just a little bit here in 1 second. But I know some of you were voicing concerns like, hey, just show it. And simply, guys, until we got under contract, which now we are officially under contract, we are pretty much the new owners of this facility at this point. It's just letting the inspections happen, you know, and letting the closing dates and all of that happen. But we are under contract for this facility, and we are going to own this as long as nothing crazy happens. But we can actually show you guys a little bit now without having any concerns of anybody else trying to swoop in and steal this deal from us. Because, guys, this facility, even though you're going to see it's an older facility, with the market the way it is and with what this facility is, this is still a very hot commodity. And we've been looking now for, I know, probably at least a year for a facility like this, just to expand the business side of things. And that's what we want to do. You know, we want to be able to lease something eventually for our kids to either take over if they want to, or you know, at least, you know, make some money off of it once, you know, we move on with our retirement and sit on the beach and mow some grass and talk to Alan Hain about fertilizer that I don't know much about. But no, guys, we were not trying to drag anybody along. Our channel, guys, when we show you stuff in videos, simply we show it as it happens, okay? So whenever I started that last video out saying, you know, TQ, explain to them, we had literally just found out about that, but we had all that other footage, and I'm not just gonna waste that footage and hop straight into the video about, you know, them accepting our offer and all of that. So you get it as you get it in our videos. Make sure you guys read those descriptions as well, because sometimes, like that video I believe I put in there, you know, if you're just here to see what the business is or what they said about the business, you can skip to that specific spot in the video and watch it. So we try to help you guys out as much as possible. Obviously, we want you to watch the entire video and hit the thumbs up and leave a nice comment for us as well. It helps us out, and it's absolutely free because, you know, this does take a while to edit, upload, and all that stuff, and, you know, it's work, right? We like to drop little good nuggets in our videos for you guys to take on and apply to your business or whatever you do in life, so family, anything like that. So as of right now, from what we said, what do you think it is? Yeah, drop a comment. We'll give you some time to, you know, put your thoughts in. I mean, obviously you can see it's metal. Got security, that's great, and they're probably watching us right now because these cameras are actually pretty cool. They're pan, what are these people doing? Yeah, they're pan tilt zooms, and we actually get to meet here real soon and actually get the access to those so that they'll be able to pop right up on our phone, and we can kind of pan tilt zoom around and keep an eye on this facility from a distance. Because I will tell you guys, I don't want to come here every single day and have to be here every single day. Now, obviously, we know there's some maintenance side to things. We're gonna make this place look 1,000 times better for this area, revitalize it, and give it the love that it needs. Because like I kind of shared, the older couple, I should say, great people to be working with as of right now. They've owned this for a long time, and simply, guys, they just owned it. That's it. They really didn't update anything. So now with us coming in, we're gonna do some updates, make this bad boy look a lot better, get it cash flowing the way it should, bump up some numbers, and make a lot of changes. So without any more drawing out, I guess you guys could say, let's go ahead and take a look at it. So we'll start here. This is number 1, and these ones here I believe are all 10 by 20 units. I could be wrong. We're not able to get into them because as of right now, this facility is about 99% rented out, okay? So there's tenants and people's stuff in all of these units, so we cannot get into them legally, okay? Most of the big units are 10 by 20s. We have 10 by 10s. We have 6 by 6s. Let's go ahead and walk around this place. As you can see right next to us, AEP just built this entire electrical facility here. I mean, it's like brand spanking new, and it's right next door. High voltage, humongous, and pretty crazy. If you get over there, you can actually hear the voltage going through the location.
So I wanted to point out all of these posts here. They're pretty pretty sturdy. We're just gonna update them with a fresh coat to make them stand out and pop and stuff like that, so they're able to be seen.
Absolutely. Let's not share too much, TQ, of our ideas of fixing this place up.
What color it's gonna be.
Yeah, you don't know. I mean, TQ, I mean,
everything is gonna be pink here, just so you know.
Hey, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. So these are some smaller units here as well. Kind of back up here, give you a little wider angle. So these are the 3 smallest ones, and then boom, here's the largest majority of them. They're on both sides, as you guys can see. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry guys, I'm trying to look through the camera.
9 on this side.
9 on this side.
Yeah,
so
this one's a little smaller. I think that's a 10 by 10, the number 1.
Okay, so 10 by 10s on this side, and we're not sure of the whole layout because we haven't been able to get into all of these guys, but I will point out some things. Nice security motion lights, has these grates in front of this side to help with the water from going inside the building, so that's really good. The number one thing here that we see that we don't like, and you guys probably picked up on it as well, is just the overall look of the gravel parking lot. So with the owners now that own it, they've kept up with the gravel, and you kind of find in the storage realm that a lot of the owners don't come out to them very often, so they don't really stay on top of the overall look, and that's going to completely change with us being the owners.
It is. And
we're going to really stay on top of it, possibly hire someone to take care of this facility so that we don't have to be here very often. We are going to automate this place, okay? So we're going to bring it up to the 21st century, and this is going to cost us some money. And we haven't been able to figure out all of the details with that as well. As you can see, this area does not have a fenced-in area like your typical newer updated storage facilities. We are going to look into that. We know there are some property line issues here with the electrical company right behind here, and we'll get that all figured out at some point. If we can do a fence with a gate, we will do that. If we can't, I mean, they're not having a problem renting these storage units out as it is of now, so we'll keep it the way it is. But definitely going to address the overall look of the parking lot, and we're super excited to bring you guys along with that. I also wanted to share with you, we had a ton of concerns from people before we get over here to the next couple buildings, saying, are you guys going to start a whole nother channel, yada yada yada. And guys, we as of right now have no interest in starting another channel. It's hard enough to keep up with Spencer Lawn Care on here. Now this will be a branch of our business, and what we're going with, we'll release our name and everything with this location, because obviously if you guys are in our area here and you need storage, we want to be a provider of that solution for you guys. So the number one thing, guys, is we have our storage solution resolved as well, okay? So as a few of these, the bigger units come available, we're actually going to hold on to them and use them for Spencer Lawn Care to store our extras here and take care of our problem as well. So
yeah, and you guys will probably be like, well, how are you going to make money off of using it for yourself? Well, Spencer Lawn Care as a business is going to rent these.
Yeah.
So I mean, money will be made here, but this isn't the end of our expansion for other business opportunities. We have a lot of things going on in our minds on where we want to go with this and other things. So
absolutely. And to expand on what she was saying by Spencer Lawn Care is going to rent the facilities, basically, guys, this will be its own business, but Spencer Lawn Care will rent from this business a few units so that it's bringing that income in as well. But we're doing everything legally and doing everything properly so that it's documented, because if you're not documenting things, it doesn't happen, guys.
Right.
So let's go ahead and check out the next one. We have 5 units. This one here at the end is a little bit smaller. I believe this is a 10 by 10, and the rest of these are 10 by 20s here. So we got 4 10 by 20s on this side, 1 10 by 10. And this is where the biggest need for the parking lot, if PQ wants to show you guys, the parking lot is in pretty rough shape. And I don't know at some point if this was blacktop and then they just re-graveled over it, but we're getting a large mixture of this right here and here. So you got gravel and then you got blacktop together. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come in here, we're gonna clean it up as much as possible. So this is the biggest part here that we're hoping we can get the locals to help us get updated. Okay, so the walkway is in really rough shape, and I think as we throw some money into this thing and lift it up to be a highlight of this area, I think we can get the locals to come in here, hopefully redress the walkways up. We're going to rerun the drains back to the roadway the way they were originally, and hopefully get these entrance ways cleaned up and reconcreted to go into a nice blacktop parking lot at some point. So we're here at the other side now as well, and these I believe are all 10x20s with another 10x10. And if TQ wants to pan around this way real quick, you can see there's not really much in this location here on this back side of the property. So we're hoping at some point, if we once we get in here, that we may possibly be able to add a whole another section of 10x10s here on the back side of this one, because guys, it's all about supply and demand, and there's a lot of supply in our area here where we're at, but the demand level is way up as well. So if they're all rented out, we obviously need to put some more new ones in, right? We need to expand it a little bit, and I think we have just enough room here to do that. We're not going to add like 100 units or 50 units, but if we can add an additional 20 10x10s or something like that into an area and do it properly and make it look really good, we're absolutely going to be all about that. So let's go take a look at the other side real quick. All right, so we're on the back side of the property now. I will tell you, if any of you guys are interested in buying any kind of storage facility or commercial type facility like this, guys, I got a big surprise right off the rip. I was under the impression that 20% down was normal. Well, now guys, if you're getting into storage, you're gonna have to have 30% down, and there's ways of working around that. You can do owner financing. We didn't really even explore that option. We just wanted to be our own investor and put our money into it, and not have any obligations really to anybody else other than the bank for the rest of it. So with that being said, with this thing being, you know, really full, it's going to pay for itself. So I know I shared that in the last video. We're making smart investments. Yes, we are going to add a lot of investment into this from our personal side, updating a lot of things and just bringing it to the 21st century automation. We're assuming we're probably going to invest another $100,000 into this location, guys, but we think we can do that comfortably. If we can add a few more units as well, we can keep our numbers up and keep it profitable. So let's move on a little bit here. We'll kind of walk down through here. As you guys can see, has lights all along the top side, which is really nice, believe it or not, with the cameras everywhere. The cameras everywhere. So if somebody walks down through here, a motion light picks up. If they're there, and the cameras can immediately go right to that area. So it's actually a really nice setup the way it's done, and I believe it's why they keep a lot of the trouble out of this area. You know, having those motion lights come on exactly where somebody's at here is really nice, and it's 24 monitored. The footage literally stays there for like 90 days. So every 90 days, the company that's monitoring it deletes it if nothing happens. From what they said and looking up the reports, there's just not a lot of stuff that happens here. It's honestly a pretty boring place. And we got some other ideas as well to, I guess, fancy it up a little bit. And that's going to be our overall agenda, is to just give this community a little spark here, because we're in a neighborhood. We're right next to industrial, and it's a good little spot, guys, a good little spot. I just think it needs the love that we're willing to give it. So we're super stoked. Please, guys, don't think we're ever drawing you out or dragging you along. It's just simply, you got to be smart when you're investing, guys. It's hot out here right now. I mean, realty is absolutely through the roof, and I'll tell you, for an example, guys, from when we put our offer in, when this came available, there were 8 other offers on it. Okay, so right now, typically in any kind of real estate, you have to go above the value. Okay, so we put our offer in, they countered, we countered, and then we settled on a number that was good for them and still in our profit margins for us with what we want to do here, because we had to take into account, you know, fixing certain things and updating certain things to, yeah, to bring it, to really bring it up to our competitors level, so that we're giving, you know, a lot of the same things our competition is. So yeah, we're not drawing it out. It's just simply, we have to be smart, guys, because when you want something, you don't want to give the competition a head up on you. You know what I'm saying? And I'll give you an example. Right after they accepted our offer, 3 more offers came in, and it's just that hot. Yes. And we're super stoked about owning this facility. It will take some time here, but as we get things rolling, we'll bring you guys along with it. And yeah, it's a new adventure for Spencer Lawn Care and moving forward, huh?
I will say our son is super excited about this venture. Like,
yeah,
he is so intrigued with the whole storage unit idea. Like, we watched videos on YouTube with storage units, and he's like all eyes. He's all eyes and ears, I should say. So he knows what he's getting into too.
Yeah, I think Sean Boy is very interested in the business side of things, the lawn care, any type of business that I do. Like when I came down here the other night, I just sat in the area real late at night and just wanted to see, you know, what was the realm, you know, the area like at nighttime. And he's like, hey Dad, it's the weekend, can I come with you? And he literally sat in the car with me, and we watched this place through the darkness for probably an hour, watched as a couple people came and gone, watched how the lights came on, the cameras followed them, and really just got a good feeling for it. And I mean, he was right there. So
he was just asking you questions after questions after questions.
Absolutely. So Sean Boy, I think he's got the bug. And yeah, I don't want to say keep mowing, keep growing, keep making money at the end of this one, but that's how we always do it. So guys, as always,
keep mowing,
keep growing,
keep making money, boys.
We'll talk to you later.
TQ out.
Peace.
Bye.
You just take that money you make and invest it into something else, guys. Let's go.